Welcome into episode 2 of the Chicago White Sox Trade Builder. We have quite a bit to discuss as we are sitting here at the start of May and we are currently 16 and 15, one game above 500. Now, I figured it was logical to start this episode off with a quick peek at how players are playing. I have already seen this. These stats are quite interesting compared to how things are going in real life. But you can see here, our OPS leader is currently Luis Angel Acuna with an 868 OPS. Now, no disrespect to Acuna, as he is a serviceable player. He has a role in real life with his pinch running ability and defensive versatility. But the reason I chuckle there is currently, after 53 games, I'm recording this on June 21st, he has an OPS of 480, which is quite different than the 868 we were seeing here. Now, Murakami obviously is no surprise, 857 OPS. I think he'll lead us in that category this year, but as you can see, Edgar Quero is another guy where he's playing amazing in this game, but in real life has just not been very good. Now, I think Quero is still a good player, but he's kind of gotten unlucky and has not performed like he did last year so far. So these numbers are just not what you'd expect. Benintendi's been fine. Vargas has been okay. And then Meidroth and Colson and Antonacci all need to step it up a little bit. But the biggest concern for me early here, and it is early, is that Kyle Teel is playing very poorly. He's going to be a big part of this thing, and I think we may start the day off with some player locking with him to get him back on track. Now, when it comes to pitching, we have guys like Erick Fedde, which, again, no disrespect to him, has been probably the White Sox worst starter this year with a 1.98 ERA. Sean Burke's also pitching well for us here. Davis Martin has been okay, pretty good. Sandlin's been so-so in long relief. A .98 whip tells me he's probably getting a bit unlucky, and maybe the defense is playing poorly behind him, but we need to have him have a bit better ERA. And then Schultz, his whip's very high. I think he may need a bit of a reset at some point. It's early, but still need more from him. And then Anthony Kay has been not good at all, and maybe a guy we look to move on from at the deadline if possible. Now, the relievers are also interesting. Sean Newcomb leads us with a very good whip and a very good ERA. Jordan Hicks, through 14 innings, has given up 0 runs, which, again, I hope he's good in this game, but man, not what we're seeing in real life. Grant Taylor's been very good. Gilbert's been solid. And then Vassell and Hudson, as well as Sir Anthony Dominguez, are all kind of struggling early here. So just to get an idea, I think we're maybe playing a bit above expectations with how these numbers look. So we will see how things go for us. But some guys need to step it up quite a bit here if we're going to keep winning games. I also want to go ahead and make a few moves here on the farm. Usually we'd hop in and player lock before a guy gets called up, but some of these are just logical. Like Hagen Smith here needs to be in AAA. He started the year off in AAA in real life, and he's pitching very well. So we're going to call him up and send Duncan Davitt down. In addition, Jairo is going to earn a call-up as well. He was part of that Dylan Cease trade a few years ago, and he is going to go ahead and just get called up to AAA because he should be there, and we're going to send Tyler down. And we are also going to send Jordan Sprinkle down to single A, and we are going to call up George Wolklow because I want to see him get at-bats. He has shown some promise in real life and in the game. The high A players do not actually have statistics. I want to see him get some playing time and start to progress a bit. Outside of those guys, Caleb Bonnemere with his 66 overall has been at AAA this year and has not played very well. So we'll keep an eye on this. We may hop into some games with him to get him back on track. Also, Braden Montgomery earned the call-up in real life and has looked pretty good. He's been kind of inconsistent, but he's young, so that's expected. Has not played well here in the game. And then Billy Carlson's also not doing great either. So not what you want to see from the prospects. Riku Nishida has played very well down at AAA, and at 71 overall could be a candidate to be called up at some point if guys continue to struggle. So just wanted you guys to be aware of what is going on with the farm and the team as well here as we get ready to start off May. Now, the goal for today's episode, in my opinion, is going to be to get through June. We may dabble in the draft, I'm not sure. What I'm kind of thinking here is get through June today. The next week, we'll get through the trade deadline and the draft, and then we will wrap up the rest of the season the following week. So I'm thinking 3 more episodes for the rest of this season. Should get us plenty of playing time with these young guys and also keep things moving along. All right, so as mentioned, we are going to start today off with a player lock with Kyle Teel. He just has not played very well. And again, it's so early, so nothing crazy. but he's very cold. He's not hitting the ball well at all. So we're going to hop in here today against the Padres and see if we can't get him going. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe Kyle Teel will be up actually this week in real life, which is very exciting. So this will be fun for him to get going here in this game, and hopefully he can get going for us in real life. It looks like our pitching has been incredible here recently with a below 2 ERA in the last 4 games. I'm not sure what they will report for us on the farm. And it has like Murakami, and I think it has Sam Antonacci on here as well as prospects, which is kind of annoying. Obviously, Noah Schultz is an actual prospect, so is Hagen Smith. And Antonacci was at one point as well. But they are obviously going to be part of this big league roster. But as you can see, some numbers here aren't quite what we're looking to see, so we may have to make some moves here in a little bit, but that is not what we are doing today. Today, we are just going to focus on getting Kyle Teel back on track here in San Diego. All right, here we are in the top of the second. I have not played this game in over a week, so I'm sure I will not do very well by Kyle here early, as that is going to be a soft hit ball out in front, outside. Not a good swing decision there. All right, back in the box in the top of the fourth as that batting average ticks down a few points, thanks to me. Good pitch there. Great location by Michael King. Just have to eat that one there on the first pitch. All right, 1-1 count here for Kyle Teel. Let's see if we can find something to hit. And that's a good pitch to hit. I feel like that was timed up pretty well, just a little bit early, but he just missed it. 1-2 here. And that will be a strikeout. Had to protect there with 2 strikes. That might have been a bit outside, but got to swing at that. Okay, after 2 outs here for Teel, we could really use a hit as he takes a fastball inside. All right, Teel finds himself down 1-2 once again here today. And will protect the plate just inside, but did not want to take any chances. Holy shit. Okay. I did not think that was a changeup. Wow. All right, 0 for 3 for Teel today. We are doing him no favors. I would love to get a hit here and feel a bit better about myself as David Morgan toes the bump. Down 0-1 here for Teel. Need to get a hit. Do not want to go 0 for 4 in a player lock, as he will take a fastball that catches the top of the zone. Thought it was going to be high. 0-2 here. And Teel will make good contact, and that may, if he gets there, be a base hit. We could really use it, and we will get a base hit. All right, so we are currently 1 for 4, but it's better than being 0 for 4, of course. Happy to get on base here and hopefully get him going a bit. Who the hell's that cat? Is that a real guy? Is that a real guy? Oh boy, I do not know how this works. Oh jeez. What the hell is going... I do not know how the catcher mechanics work here. I'm assuming that's my fault, as Hicks may give up his first run of the season. And it looks like that may be enough. They're going to send him, and he's out. Like by a... Oh God, what the hell? We got him. Easy. Okay. Was not familiar with how that worked, but we'll take the out. Okay, it looks like I'm going to be in charge of not losing this game, and that scares me a bit. We're going to have him at home. We're going to have him at home. Get it in, Vargas. Oh, my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. He's out. There we go. Okay, defensively, we're doing some good stuff. I'm not hitting the ball super well, but Teel's playing nice behind the plate. It looks like I won't be involved here, but of course we're going to watch the last out of the game. Why wouldn't we? I sure hope I don't mess anything up. As Maedroth makes the stop, throws over to first, and the White Sox win, putting us at 17-15 on the season. 1 for 5 day for Teel today. Had a few nice swings, but not super competitive at the plate. We'll likely hop into at least one more with him here and see if we can maybe, do a bit more than we did today. All right, we are back here in San Diego. The White Sox were very competitive in this series. We did win it. Let's see if we can do some more of that today as we swing at some high heat that was not in the zone. There we go. Nice pitch to hit. Good contact. 95 exit velocity, but just, again, not doing anything with it. I think we just need to see a few more pitches here with Teel if we can, as I will swing at that one and hits it hard to center, but not very far for another out here, as Teel is now, I believe, 1 for 7 this series. Okay, hard hit balls for Kyle Teal, but no hits to show for it as he will smoke a cutter, but I'm early in front of it, and that will be pulled foul. All right, this will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Teal is seeing a lot, which is great. We need to have him work some more long counts as he will smoke a cutter. Going deep to right. Come on, come on. Get out. Let's go, Kyle Teal. That's what we want to see. That's how you break out of a slump. Big time shot there from the kid as he rounds third. We will take it. Welcome back, Kyle Teal. I think our work here is almost done. He did not miss that one. Love to see him pull that there. Very nice work by him as now we are behind the plate. Still down 4-2, but closer than we were before. All right, Kyle Teal stepped in after that nice home run. Hopefully we can get another hit here and really get him going. As he will drive a fastball, and that's going to be extra bases. Here we go. This is the guy that I was telling you about that I wanted to see. Nice double there after a single yesterday. A home run today. He's starting to play a hell of a lot better. All right, 2 outs here after Tristan Peters strikes out. Would love to score a run and close this thing up a bit. And we're going to go ahead and push. I think we're going home. Yeah, we're going home. Oh, boy. Here we go. Get down. Get down. Easy run. Scored. Very nice job there to drive one in. 3-4 ball game. All of a sudden, we're creeping back into this thing. All right, we will lose here today, but the good news is Kyle Teal. Very nice day today at the plate. Played well defensively all series. We'll give him the next day to get back doing his own thing, but happy to see him have some success. All right, I have some very good news to report here. In the scouting, it does appear that we have found our guy at the first overall pick with Lance Beam. This potential and overall speaks for itself at 18 years old, too. I mean, this guy is going to be a star, if I'm not mistaken. But look at these stats, man. The hitting, contact, power all looks amazing. And then the field looks very good, too. Not the fastest guy, not the best arm, but this is a very, very good player. So I'll look around a bit more, but this absolutely looks to be our guy at first overall. Let's go ahead and continue to simulate through the rest of this month here. We'll probably hop into some games as we go. This will not be one of those as we do lose the series to the Padres. Not super important there. And we will go ahead and hop in with Mike Vasil here. He has struggled a bit, so he could probably use our help, and we would love to win this game against the Angels. If I remember correctly, I struggled with Vasil's timing a bit previously, so hopefully that is not an issue, as it wasn't, but oh my gosh, that ball is driven to deep center. But thankfully, Acuna ranges over, and we will go to extras. I am going to go ahead and return to simulating. I'm sure I'll probably get prompted to hop back in as I do. And we will go back in with Vasil here. It looks like he did not pitch much in the 9th. Yeah, only one pitch, the one that I threw, which I did not realize. And we will see if we can't go ahead and steal a win here on the road. Let's see if we can't locate the sinker down and away. That kind of hangs up a bit, but Acuna is very fast and will make the play in center. We just cannot seem to get this guy out as we will hang a curveball. That might have been outside. We'll see. Oh my God, that just caught. Okay, we'll take the out. We're one away from winning this game. And sure enough, Mike Trout is up. We're going to right at him. It's a YouTube video. Let's have some fun. This probably be a good spot to walk somebody, but let's get Trout out. Oh my God, that sweeper hung up. That was hit so hard, but it does not matter as we win here against the Angels. We'll take it. We probably didn't deserve it, but I'm happy to have it. Okay, we have found another very good player here in our scouting, but not quite as good as our friend. What was his name? Oh my gosh, I apologize. Lance Beam. He's the guy that we really like here. Plays the outfield. We have an abundance of infielders already, but Rocco Pap does look very, very good. Won't be our selection here, and I think we're going to go ahead and start scouting around our second pick, but man, that kid's going to be a very good player wherever he lands. This is kind of funny here. We're going to take a peek at Trey St. Louis. I think he might be a good player around pick 41. I just love the name, man. Trey St. Louis played in Chicago could be very interesting, so let's see what he's got. Well, this game's getting more and more realistic by the day as Kyle Teal tears his hamstring. Out for 2 to 3 months. That is a huge blow, especially after how well he was starting to play. That's 60-day IL. And we are going to have to figure out what we're doing. It'd probably be Corey Lee. Maybe it'll be Drew Romo. I'm not sure, but someone's got to come up. Really sucks to see Teal go down here. He was just starting to put it together after a slow start. Now an injury. That's just really not what you want to see. Thankfully, Carroll's been playing well, so he will be playing behind the plate almost every day now, except for rest days, of course. And we are going to. I haven't decided yet. Carroll hits lefties better, so we may call up. They're both not really very good options. We have Corey Lee the call. He'll be our new backup catcher here with Teal out on the IL. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding. No way. Unbelievable. We now have no catchers. Well, the good news is there's no decision to make anymore. Drew Romo's coming up too. Are you serious? Oh my God. What a nightmare we are having here in Chicago right now. All right, Drew Romo, welcome to the Bigs. Oh my gosh. We actually need another catcher. We don't even have, this is insane. This is just, someone's making fun of me. This is a big prank. This is one big joke. I don't think that we're in a position right now to go look for another catcher. We're a game below 500. I may look around a bit, but I feel pretty confident that we have good catchers on this roster with Caro and Teal. So I don't really go add somebody who's going to go back down to AAA after they both get healthy. So I think for now we're going to just make it work with Drew Romo and Corey Lee, but just not ideal at all. Okay, and a bit of good news as we really need some. Trey St. Louis does appear to actually be a very good player. If he's available at 41, we would love to have him on this roster. Very good contact, good vision, great clutch. Could be a big RBI bat for us. Not a ton of power, not the best fielder. It's kind of fast. I don't think he'd probably stick at third. He may be more of, I don't know what his size is here. He's not very big at all. So it could be even maybe a second baseman for us. I'm not sure. We'll see. Probably not a third baseman, but this bat does appear to be very good. Dude, what is going on? Braden Montgomery out for 2 to 3 months. I don't fire the trainer. This is probably the same guy who was dealing with Derrick Rose. What are we doing? We are just snake bitten right now. Cannot stay healthy, and that is just not at all what you want to see. Okay, well, we are getting here to the start of June, and we are still at 500 after the chaos that was May. So it could be a lot worse, but there are some guys who have not performed super well that I've been keeping my eye on, and we're going to get to them in just 1 second. But I just feel like we're still overachieving a bit, but if we can be competitive, I will look to add probably to this team. Okay, one good piece of news here is that scouting continues to go incredibly well as Finley Kapadik is what we're going to go with. Looks to be also very good around our 41st pick, Again, big contact bat, some power, not great in the field. Can play in the outfield, it says, but we probably would not put him there with that speed or that arm. Would definitely be a first baseman or DH candidate. I like to have some more power to DH, so probably be a first baseman. 18 years old, again, a guy we'd be happy to have in our farm. Okay, well, in good news, my main cause for concern was Noah Schultz, whose ERA was up close to 6, but it appears he's starting to settle in a little bit, down to 4.56. That's much more manageable. We will likely still do a player lock with him shortly, but Anthony Kay is just not good. He's just not. Sandlin's pitched well, so I think what we're going to go ahead and do is move Sandlin to a starting spot and move K to long relief. I know that makes K a pretty expensive long relief guy, but he's just not getting the job done, and we've got to find a way to either move off of him or make him work on this team. Mike Vassell does continue to struggle, which is a bit concerning again. It's just a word to use for it, as well as Sir Anthony Dominguez. A 1.72 whip out of our closer is just not good enough, and I know, again, he's pretty expensive, but we're going to go ahead and make a change here. And we are going to move him out of the closer role into setup and move Grant Taylor into our full-time closing role. He's just been the best reliever on this team. He's very talented, very young, and I think he's absolutely earned the spot. Colson Montgomery continues to be pretty cold, so we may hop in with him here soon. He's a big part of this thing, and we need him to be progressing, not regressing, and that is what we're seeing a lot of here. So we'll see with him. I think he will end up being fine, but I do need him to start playing better. He's just one of the best players on this team. Antonacci has also struggled big time. I do not like seeing this. We're going to let him stick in that lineup for a bit longer, but we may have to make a move there. And overall, our outfield has just not performed very well outside of Luis Angel Acuna, and I think Benintendi's been all right. So we're going to have to find some way to have them play better or maybe add to the outfield. Maybe not this year, but they've got to just be better. Bonamir also continues to struggle. I do believe he's still progressing, which is a good thing. I'm going the wrong way for that. Yeah, he's still getting better, but he's going to play better. So we may hop in with him also, or maybe he may be due to get a bit of a reset at Double A. On the flip side, however, Billy Carlson's playing pretty good baseball at Double A, so happy to see that. And lastly here, for our start of June update, Hagen Smith has been dealing. I mean, if he keeps playing this good, we're going to have to find room for him in our rotation or in our bullpen, one of the two. He just simply is playing too well to be in the minor leagues right now. But as I mentioned, we will be hopping in here and player locking with Noah Schultz. I just want to make sure he's on the right track. He's also one of the most exciting parts about this White Sox team. He is an absolute stud. I think he's going to have a great career in real life if he can keep his control under control. So today we are going to see if we can get a win in Minnesota with Noah Schultz. All right, here we are in Minnesota. It is time to pitch with Schultz. As you can see here, the top storyline is that he has been dominant as of late. So I love to see that, love to see him pitching better. And today we will look to continue that on the mound. All right, Schultz is up against Joe Ryan today, who has been incredible in real life, and it appears he has been incredible in this game as well. With 81 strikeouts, he's a very good pitcher. We will be in for a very, very good game here. We'll have to pitch well to earn the win. Josh Bell is leading off for Minnesota here, as I have to find the timing for Schultz. I apologize. All right, let's find this fastball here. That's better. That's in for a strike. That was definitely off the plate, but man, challenging this early is dangerous. And you know what? It catches. There you go. Now you're down one. All right, let's get this slider going early. One of Schultz's best pitches in real life. That hangs up big time. Have to locate that better, but that will be the first out of our inning. All right, Byron Buxton here. Obviously the guy to avoid in this Twins lineup. We will be pitching around him a bit. Want to be careful. Do not want to give him anything to drive. And that is what I was talking about, but I do believe that will be out number 2 for Schultz. All right, Ryan Jeffers not having the best start here in this game. .213 batting average, but is hitting the ball a bit better as of late. Let's go with this changeup down out of the zone. Very nice location by Schultz. 1-2 count here. Let's go high heat, see if we can't blow one past him with this big fastball, and that will be popped up foul. All right, going to throw this sinker here on the back side of the zone, see if we can get a swing and a miss. Can't locate. Let's try the slider here on the back side of the zone. That hangs up and is driven hard, but foul. Let's go back with a high heat here for Schultz. Good location. My goodness, that is hit not that hard. It's just loud in my headset, as that is the third out of the inning. All right, only 13 pitches for Schultz here. Not too bad. Probably won't leave him in there too long, as he is a younger guy. But if he can pitch a good 5 innings for us, we'd be very happy. 0-2 count here for Schultz. Let's go with this slider off the plate and get that first strikeout of the day. Good timing. Can't get a swing. 2-2 count here. Going to go back to that slider. I liked the location last time. We just couldn't get a swing. Fouled off. Let's go back with the fastball upstairs and see if we can't get a swing. And that will pop up to, it looks like Chase Maedroth or Antonacci. I can't tell who's at second today. That's Maedroth for out number 1 of the second. All right, Schultz is cruising along here early. Need to keep it up. In real life, Schultz gets into trouble like this quite often, falling behind in counts. Not what you want to do, especially when you're a young pitcher. But we get back with a 2-1 count there with that strike on the outside of the plate. Let's go change up right behind that fastball. That'll play. Very nice pitch from Schultz, one of his best today. And we will try the sweeper once again and see if we can't get a damn strikeout. That hangs up. That hangs up in the zone, not where you want it. And hey, Sam Antonacci, no, Tristan Peters. Tristan Peters, hell of a play over there at the wall. We will take that every time from our center fielder. Robs the home run. Very nice, terrible pitch from Schultz there, but man, the defense is backing him up today. Schultz is already having a bit of an issue with his command here, especially on anything other than the fastball, so maybe fastball reliant today, but that happens sometimes. You know, sometimes you have to use your best pitch of the day, so we will stick with this fastball quite often, but that is driven up the middle for his first hit. Yeah, as you can see, that fastball just did not go where we wanted it to. Just not having an easy time here with location today, but so far hasn't hurt us too bad. Just need to reel it in. That was Schultz's best pitch of the day on that slider there. Very good location. If he can keep locating there, he will have a lot of success. Let's try this changeup here after the nice fastball location by Schultz. That hangs up again, and he just cannot find his spots right now. A lot of hard contact. Got to reel it in. All right, a few on for the first time today for our rookie pitcher. That ball's hit hard. Let's go a bit higher on this location here. We have the pitch, and there we go. Strikeout number 1 on the day for Noah Schultz. Gets out of a bit of trouble here early, but he's got to settle in a little bit. He's not locating very well, and he almost got into trouble there in the second. All right, 36 pitches here for Schultz. It's starting to climb up a bit, but not too bad yet. It's just when he's throwing all these balls, you know, it's going to climb fast. So want to start working a bit quicker in these counts, and that is a great start there. All right, Josh Bell back up after, I believe, flying out in his first at-bat as he rolls over a fastball. Let's try the slider here for Schultz, see if we can get another strikeout, and that ball is smoked to third, but it looks like Antonacci will not make a good throw. Thankfully, Murakami covers that up for out number 2. All right, here is the problem back up once again. Buxton is just so dangerous. What a pitch. My goodness. Pitch number 9 in this at-bat. Buxton has just been too tough to retire. We'll try the fastball again, and we are going to see pitch number 10. Back to the slider. Here we go. Oh, my, and that will walk him easily. No question about it. All right, after Schultz's first walk of the day, Buxton with all that speed is now on first. Don't love that whatsoever. And there he goes. And I don't know if that is Romo or Lee, but they can't even hold on to it as he'll steal second. Okay, let's just focus on the guy at the plate here, Schultz. Don't worry about Buxton. Man, he can't locate. Let's see if we can get that slider going here again. That hangs out big time, but not hit hard enough. He will fly out to right field. Schultz is starting to kind of falter a bit here. Throwing quite a few pitches, but no runs yet. Okay, now that we've gotten past Buxton, let's start to settle back in a bit here. Take advantage of a weaker Twins lineup. Get some outs. Ooh, favorable call. Man, Schultz is starting to lose command of that fastball. Not what we want to see, considering that a lot of the other pitches aren't really working either. That's just not close. Let's see if we can't freeze him up with the fastball. Very good timing. That's hit through the middle, though, for a first batter of the inning. Leadoff hit. Not good for Schultz. Okay, let's see if we can get some weak contact here. Maybe a double play. That is what you want, but foul. Go back to the fastball, up and in. That'll work. Okay, I'm going to go back to this changeup here. We really could use a double play. Can't locate it. 1-2 count here. Good timing, good pitch. A little low, maybe. We'll take it. Strikeout number 2 on the day for Schultz, and he needed it. Ooh, that hangs up a bit, but that will be fouled off, or not fouled off, popped up by Austin Martin, excuse me, for out number 2. Okay, Schultz has been able to retire 2 batters after that leadoff hit here, and we could use an easy third out. These pitches are starting to rack up a bit, and I am not sure how long Venable will leave him in the game. Very nice pitch by Schultz. There's that slider. Needs to get that going. Let's go fastball right behind it here. That feels like it was on the plate. Just off of it. There's a good fastball by Schultz. That'll pop up Tristan Gray. And we are out of the 4th. All right, 68 pitches here for Schultz. He could see some time in the 6th with an easy 5th, but we will see. Again, he's young. His pitch count does not get too high. Not sure how long he's going to stay in here. Okay, Schultz has fallen a bit behind Matt Wallner here. 2-0 count. Do not want to walk on the 9-hole hitter. Very nice pitch there. Let's see if we can't find this slider again. Very good timing. Oh, man. Yeah. That's the Noah Schultz we need. 2-2 count. Let's go high heat. Oh, man. Just misses. 3-2 count here. Let's try this fastball in the bottom corner. Can't locate. And now you walk on the 9-hole hitter. Not what you want at all. It actually, it looks like. Are they pulling Schultz out of here? He's only thrown, what, 70-something pitches? Yeah, and he's got a quick leash. He's younger. I don't agree with this here, but I understand it. Not a bad day for Schultz. Didn't have his best stuff, but if Tyler Gilbert can hold for him here, you'll end the day with 0 earned runs, at most 1, and we will take that out of our young starter. Just wanted to see him go a bit farther into this game. I understand why he's struggling a bit after watching today. Okay, let's see how it ends. They win. I'm not sure what Schultz will see here. He is not the one who gets the loss. He ends the day with 0 earned runs. So not a bad start. Just want to see him eat up some more innings so Hicks doesn't have to go 2. And Joe Ryan, man, throws 8, 10 strikeouts. I mean, that's the guy I'm talking about. He is an absolute monster. All right, we are going to go ahead and hop in once again here. We are down to bases loaded, and Murakami is up to bat. It looks like he's having a very nice day today with 2 doubles, 3 for 4 on the day, and obviously when our best player has a chance to win the game, we're going to see what he can do. All right, Murakami is having one heck of a season, 827 OPS, which is actually kind of a bit lower than it is in real life. He's just been so dang good here for the White Sox, and we will see with Duran on the mound what he can do. Takes a ball for the first pitch. Swings through a sweeper. My goodness. Oh, fastball to hit. At 102, it's tough to catch up to it. We're behind there. 2-2 count here. Would love to get into a 3-2 count. Get the runners moving. And we will. 3-2 count. Runners are going. If he can even hit a single here, it may tie this game up. Big pitch here for our star. And he will miss the fastball. I believe we were behind, and we were definitely under it. Duran's a good pitcher, but we will miss our opportunity here in Philly. And we will end up losing that game. Not a huge surprise there. That was our chance, and we just missed it. We continue to have just terrible injury luck here. Austin Hayes, who's been hurt a lot in real life, will now also be on the 60-day IL. The good news is I do believe I have a backup plan in mind here, but the bad news is, man, we cannot stay healthy. It's killing us, and as you can see, it's starting to really affect our record. Even after he is a bit cold, Riku Nishida is the backup option here. I was hoping to find someone who hit lefties as well as Hayes does, but we just don't have that in our system. Riku has played very well here at AAA. In real life, when he got called up, it didn't quite go that well. 11 home runs is nuts for this guy, by the way. I think he's an awesome player. He's a ton of fun, but no power in this bat. But he's going to be the guy to get the call here. He will take over maybe against lefties. I'm not sure who we're going to go with. Probably will just be Randall. I mean, that's kind of actually the logical decision here. I'm not sure why I'm even questioning that. But we need another outfielder on this roster, so he will get the call. And we will just hope to get healthy soon. And look who is up with a chance to take the lead here. I'm not sure if he's even played yet. This may be his debut. Riku Nishida is up at the plate, and we are absolutely going to hop in here. All right, this is indeed his first at-bat of his career, which is just crazy spot to get thrown in. But we will see what he can do. 1-0 count here for the rookie, making his debut. 2-0. That's a ball. That's a silly. I mean, it's a 10th inning. That's fair, but that's silly. Oh my God. Where? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's just not a strike. It didn't catch. That was. Hello. All right, buddy. Here you go. What you got? Ooh. Well, that's my bad. That did not go well. We are in a bad spot here in Detroit. All right, with Colson Montgomery up, we are absolutely going to stay in this game. Kenley Jansen comes on. Not who I want to see, but you know what? We're going to find a way here. Here we go. That ball is not hit hard enough. It did catch. Oh, it'll drop. Okay. Hey, we'll take it. I didn't think that was going to drop. Colson Montgomery with a little bit of a blooper off the bat there to take the lead. Antonacci steps in. 245 batting average is not bad, but obviously in real life he's been just much better. It's been kind of cold here all year long, but he gets a pitch to drive, and it looks like he missed it. But we take the lead, and we will see if we can win this game. I'm going to return to simulating here and let the guys close it out. Never mind, I am going to enter in. Grant Taylor on the mound. Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's use that fastball that we know so well. That is middle. My God. Let's try the cutter here. Oh, yeah, that is hit hard. And we are going to see if that's not going to be even close. That'll score a run. Tie ball game. Oh, my God. What is going on? Let's go with the cutter inside. That's too far inside. Let's try the slider here to Riley Green. Oh, my God. I cannot locate. But you know what? We might have him in a second. We do not. 2-1 count here. Taylor is struggling to locate. That's a big-time fastball. Needed that in a big way. Let's see if this curveball can't get going. Riley Green fouls it off. Let's try that cutter again and see if we can't jam him up. We can, but he will advance the runner to third. And now a sacrifice fly will score the game-winning run. McGonigal up here. What a great player, man. He's been incredible, but we hope to make him look not so good here in the game. The runner's going home. Are you serious? I don't have words for you guys. What the hell? All right, before we wrap up June, which has not been a good month for us, we're going to hop in with Caleb Bonamere here and see if we can maybe get him going a bit like we did with Schultz. And then we'll look at some things here, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. But Bonamere has not played well. The batting average is a bit higher than it was, but he's a big piece of this thing, and I want to make sure that he's on the right track. Okay, it appears Thorpe is in a bit of trouble here in the first. He's been very good, if I'm not mistaken, so far. We'll check on him soon. But we're going to see if we can't get a double play going here. Flip to second, over to first. Easy. Done. Very good work, guys. Yeah, as you can see, Bonamere with a 575 OPS. It's better than it was, which is good, but it's just not good enough. As that's a pitch to hit right down the middle, and he just cannot do anything with it. All right, after a one pitch out in the first or second whenever he was up, he is now back in here in the fourth. As that fastball surely caught. Indeed it did. Wow, what a slider. My gosh. 1-1 count here for Bonamere. That's a pitch to hit, and he gets a hold of that one. Here we go. We're going two here. Should have it pretty easily. And that is the top prospect that we want to see. Nice hit by Caleb Bonamere. 98 miles per hour off the bat. Very, very good. Jamie Crooks up to bat here. I do believe he just got the call in real life. So we will see what he can do here against Thorpe. As that ball is hit right towards us. And we're thinking two here all the way. Flips it over. Right over to first base. Again, very good fielding from our shortstop. He is ranked the number 2 prospect in our organization, 31st in baseball. I believe they have Hagen Smith ahead of him, which obviously is not incredibly accurate, but he's pitched very well here, so I understand why. As that will just miss to get us up 2-0. All right, hitters count here. And that will be 3-0. Got to be patient. We will take first base if you give it to us. 3-1 count here for Caleb. As that is a fastball to hit that we will not do anything with. Not a bad swing decision there, just didn't hit it as hard as we want to. But still, he looks at least competitive at the plate today. All right, top of the 9th, your last chance to see him do something in this video today. That's on me. That's my bad. That one's on me. 1-2 count here. And that will retire Bonamere. Not what you want to see there, especially considering that is it for him today. But we will keep an eye on him soon. We'll see if he maybe needs to have a call down. I'm just not sure. He's not played very well, but still that double shows why we're so excited about him. All right, so as you can see, at 34 and 51, these few months, especially June, were just not very kind to us. I mean, lots of losses here. Just really not what you want to see, but some good news is that in the next video, we will have Edgar Carroll back, and T will also make his way back at some point as well. So love to get those guys back. That would be big for us. Looking at our team and the statistics here, it looks like our pitching's actually holding up fairly well. Anthony Kay has just still been terrible. If I can move on from him and get Shane Smith up, who's pitching well in AAA, I would love to do that in the next one. Everyone else is pitching at least good enough. Fetty's starting to regress some. He'll likely try to be moved also because we're definitely going to have to sell here. Sandlin, Martin, and Burke. Sandlin and Martin in particular, and then Burke and Schultz have also pitched fine. The bullpen, man. Vassell just cannot find it, so he may be due to be sent down here. But the rest of the bullpen is pitching at least all right. Gilbert needs to be better. Hudson could be better, but these three have just been incredible. And then Sir Anthony Dominguez, also a guy we'll be looking to move on from in the next one. Now, in terms of the rest of our guys, everyone really could play a bit better. I'm not going to go through all of it right now. I probably will in the next one. But Benintendi, as well as probably Peters and Grichich and maybe Hayes. All guys we're looking to move on from if we can. We just need to sell. We're not playing good enough ball. I kind of anticipated this happening eventually, but these guys will likely be looked to be moved for prospects. And then speaking of prospects, Hagen Smith continues to pitch very well at AAA. Shane Smith is the first one to get the call, but Hagen really could earn himself one also if he keeps this up. Then Bonnemer, he's starting to play a bit better as we just saw, but still we'll have to make a decision on the next one. If he can't figure it out, he may be due to be sent down to AA. Montgomery should be healthy soon. Like to see what he can do. He could be a guy to get called up if we trade some outfielders, but man, when he's hurt, we can't do that, obviously. Carlson's still playing well. Maybe he gets called up at some point. We'll see. McDougal's not been great, and Woolclow has been fine, but we expected him to kind of struggle his first year. He's a low overall. But the good news is scouting has gone very well. So the draft in the next one, which will be at the very start of the video, should be really exciting. And then the deadline as well, we'll look to shake some things up, get some more prospects, and hopefully we can be moderately aggressive in the offseason and be a playoff team in year 2. That's kind of the idea. We'll see how it goes, but that's kind of where my head's at right now. But that is going to do it for me, guys. If you enjoyed this one, let me know down below. If the pacing needs to be sped up or slowed down as well, please feel free to also share that. Again, I kind of wanted to fly through this first season as we're not playing good baseball, but obviously do want to see how these guys do. So thanks again for watching, and I will hopefully catch you guys all in the next week.